This is a quick tour to help you get started with the Inspiration app for the iPad. Before I show you any of the features, I want to point out the little question mark that's in the upper right hand corner. And when you tap on that, you get tips. And you also get help on how to get started with inspiration maps, how to create diagrams, how to create outlines, and how to manage your documents. So all of that's going to be incredibly useful as you get in and start using inspiration maps for yourself and with your students. Starting a new map is pretty easy. You just tap to create a new document. You can choose diagram or outline. And when you can add just by touching that little arrow, or if you don't want to take the time to add each circle individually, you can press the little lightning mark up in the corner and add ideas very quickly. Once you've gotten all of your ideas out in your diagram, you may want to move them around or edit the shapes. You can edit the shapes and the text within the boxes by clicking on this little eye up here. You can change the shape, you can change the style and the color of the box, you can change the text font and size, you can change the link style, the background fill, and really customize your diagram however you want. Within the shape, I want to point out you can also either take a picture or insert a picture that you have stored on your iPad. So if you want say for example, you want an image to be the starting point for your idea diagram, you can do that very easily. You can also, when starting a new inspiration map, you can use one of the templates that they have provided. There are lots of templates, so you don't have to start from scratch for very common things that you might be trying to do with students if you're analyzing a time period or creating a lab report or doing compare and contrast. And that's the one I'm looking for that will show you. Here's a compare and contrast. You get a preview of the template and then use it. And then you can go in and simply edit the text within there. And then for each of these, this little, you can add a note, and that's where you have your evidence that you can use there, and you can always go back. That will stay there even when you X out of it. So you don't clutter your diagram. And then the really cool thing that Inspiration does is once you have your entire diagram filled out, by going to the upper left, you can easily convert it into an outline. So once you've got your diagram, you can convert it to an outline, which will help in the essay writing process. So again, that's just a very quick overview of what you can do with Inspiration. There's a lot to explore, but it's very easy to use. And always remember that little question mark in the upper right-hand corner with the help and tips to help you get started with using Inspiration.